Number 3, curate a varied, relevant portfolio. The goal here is to make it as easy as possible for potential clients to find themselves in your work. So to put some context on this and to put it bluntly, early on when we were launching Beam, if a freelancer came and applied and all they had were SEO articles within MarTech, that was a no from us. Why? Because we work with a variety of tech companies that sell to VPs in the C-suite, in mid-market and enterprise. So we really need writers steeped in writing for CEO or CMO or VP of learning and development and so on. So part of this is the portfolio itself, and part of this is varying your work early on rather than pigeonholing yourself into just one type of content for one type of industry. Spread out, figure out what you like and what works well, and then start building your portfolio from there. Around that 5-year mark, I got my first tech client and I realized, hey, I think this is a lot more fun than writing product descriptions for that DTC brand that I had been doing, or doing social media for this brand. Let me double down on this B2B tech thing because that seems really interesting. And then I started to build out my portfolio. I used that first client to share examples with potential clients and then landed a couple more within B2B tech. And then I used those samples to land a few more, and it just snowballed from there. So as you build out your portfolio, look for variation in terms of content type, ebooks, articles, case studies, guest posts, pillar pages, yes, SEO. The more variation in what you're able to produce, the better. I'm looking for the ability to expand on a topic into a 20-page ebook and make it compelling and engaging and concise. And I'm looking for the ability to write a quick hitting 800-word thought leadership article. Look at industry. Are you moving within this broader category of SaaS, or are you within just one specific piece of that much, much broader landscape, especially if it's MarTech? I know plenty of successful freelance writers who have niched down into, say, HR. They are well steeped in HR and people management, and a lot of their clients stem from that. There's been whole agencies that focus on just case studies or just on industrial manufacturers. So I'm not saying you don't niche down into an actual vertical industry niche. I'm just saying if you're early enough in your process to be asking, how do I stand out as a freelancer? It probably means you can branch out a little bit and see what works for you. Same note as what I said earlier about portfolio. Can you write for a technical audience? Can you write for the C-suite? We're looking for variation there in the audience. And then purpose. Is this all for brand? Was it all for SEO? Were you involved in the strategy? Do you have your own personal writing? Look for variation in your portfolio. This is a side note, but please err on the side of published content, even if it doesn't have your byline. I'll just believe you, honestly, rather than Google Doc links. Okay, this is my 4th time trying to record this within 20 minutes, and we are now in point 4 or 5, so sorry I'm speeding through. This is one example of a portfolio I think accomplishes what I was talking about. It's simple. This is one of our writers, Rosie. It's simple, but it has about 10 different samples to choose from. And it's a wide range of different types of formats and audiences, even as she's focused in on HR.